So when you're working the farm and dairy booth, you see familiar faces. This is a face that I've known for playing music of the Beatles for me for like 50 years.
Yeah, something like that.
Gary Lee was a member of the Echoes that used to play at the College of Worcester and I think at the
Turkey Ridge and Coventry.
Yeah.
And we did that many years. We also played at Rick's Cafe, Sugar and Falls, many years. Yeah.
When did that band cease?
Well, it hasn't ceased.
Wonderful.
We're still, we just played at Cavada's Garden Center. Oops, I said that. Cavada's Garden Center has a lot of music venue there, and we played there June, July, August.
So,
and we'll be there next year, I'm sure.
Wonderful. What are your other musical projects?
Well, my number one musical project is the Kwiklees with a K, Kwiklees. And we do all originals. We have a wonderful, the female, Kate Hart. She's got her name around town. She plays in 80s ladies. But she's in the Kwiklees, and we do all originals. That's what's really super.
That's incredible because few bands are doing it. And,
right, and people receive us well. They're playing us on a couple stations in LA. One on internet, one on the actual station that has like millions of listeners, and they rotate us. So we don't know where that'll go. So, not bad for a 71-year-old guy,
Where's that band based out of? Is that Clevelanders?
Based out of Cleveland, yeah, pretty much, yeah.
Do you guys play out at all? Or?
We have a couple of performances we did so far.
Good.
But we, am I looking there and look at you? But we had a couple of good, well-received. We had a CD release party. We did that. And I want to get us out there playing more. We're working towards that. We're working up more material. And we practice on Thursday mornings, and that's my baby. And I do solos. I have a couple duos, and but that's the thing that really makes it work.
Where can people find you or listen to your music online?
Well, if you go to the Kwiklees, Kwiklees, there's some stuff on there with old members and maybe some new footage with Kate. The Kwiklees now is a trio. We have a bass player, myself, and Kate. And you go on YouTube, punch up that, or Gary Lee. Now, if you go online, Cleveland Gary Lee.
Yeah, Gary Lee's one of those names.
Yeah, so somebody had the brilliant idea. They said, well, make it Cleveland Gary Lee, and sure enough, you find me. So there's some solo stuff, there's some Quickly stuff, not anything Echoes right now in there, but so yeah, I'm pretty active, and one of the things I do pretty regular on a day like this, if I wasn't here, I'd probably be playing out in Sugar and Falls, and just sit down to the popcorn shop and play some music. It's a win-win. People love it, and I love it. It's great.
Well, I'll look forward to seeing you down there next time I have a Sunday weekend dog walking gig.
Yeah. And I don't know if there's more dogs in Sugar and Falls or people. And the dogs are really cool. They respond. No dog goes crazy with any other dogs.
Wait a minute. What happens? What happens if you put in those tones from Sgt. Pepper that John put on there that only dogs could hear?
Well, they might just kind of like look,
I know. I experimented with my dog in that record, so.
Yeah, some people give peanut butter to their dogs, and there are people who play that track from the Peppers,
There you go.
To see what they'll do.
Gary, thank you for spending some time with us today.
Well, thank you. I'm honored to be here. This is a great day for the fair. Be prepared, though, to wait in line to get here because the traffic is really amazing. Well, yeah, this is the oldest fair in Ohio.
It sure is.
This is the last day for it, so get on out here for that. There's plenty to do. A lot of animals, really a lot of animals. It's great.
And people watching is pretty good, too.
Yeah, people watching. If you want to look at all kind of styles of humanity, you'll find it here.
Yes, you definitely will.
So anyway, I just had some maple candy over there. It's pretty good.
What's your favorite fair food?
Fair food. I think I like the fruit. They have peaches sometimes. They have the frozen apple cider slush. Things like that. I'm vegetarian, so I don't eat any of the meat stuff.
Gotcha. They This is such an amazing gathering of people and,
It really
and things
is.
to see. So,
And you know what? You can get free ice cold water.
oh, where's
If
that?
you go into the main, I forget what food vent. It's a building.
Yeah, right over
Yeah,
here.
way up the way there. And they have a free water dispenser. You get free water, cold water.
Well,
So-
I may need that. It's not as Thursday when it was nearly 100 degrees. It was,
I heard.
it was pretty good. So, are you familiar with the Farm and Dairy at all? Have you ever heard of this newspaper?
No, but I in the past I picked up the newspaper.
Oh, you have?
Farm and Dairy, yeah.
Well, it's a wonderful publication, and there's actually arts in there. So, I encourage all Cleveland musicians to consider putting an old school scene magazine type ad of their Ohio appearances, and they'll be amazed how many people will learn about their bands.
Well, I don't know about you listeners, you viewers out there, but if you remember the Go magazine, remember Go?
Absolutely.
Go was free. It was a free paper.
Anastasia was involved with Go, was she not?
Was she?
I
Oh,
think
yeah.
so.
And then they had, was it Cleveland After Dark? There was a freebie paper that was out too.
Yeah.
But Go was really cool. I saved a lot of issues, and for the sake of space, maybe I sold them because of them.
I make videos out of the old issues of Scene, so I take pictures of all the ads, and I find music of somebody in the issue, and so what I'm waiting for approval of Yes, That Is Robin on that track is Charlie Wiener doing Louise, the John Prine song, set to today's Scene magazine from 1976. So they're over in Europe right now, and I'm waiting for their response to say, yes, that is Robin, so I can post it correctly.
Wait a minute, what was the other fellow? There were various Cleveland performers. I forget his name, but it escaped me right now. But he used to play a lot of tunes and had a lot of originals and stuff.
Oh, Alex Bevan?
No, not Alex Bevan. You remember who the
Jim Ballard?
You remember who that heavyset fellow was, Bess? You remember who he was? He sang in town.
John Bassett?
Not Bassett. We could go on forever on this, but I don't know who. I forget his name is escaping me.
Yeah.
But he passed away a number of years ago. So there's quite a bit of scene in music in Cleveland. Somebody said many years ago, some psychic had a vision that we went into a closet in Cleveland and found all these old instruments, and the belief was the next Beatles was going to be in Cleveland. So who knows? There's so much talent in Cleveland.
We can keep waiting, wishing, hoping, and dreaming. Isn't that
Right,
the
that's the
order?
song, right? The Beatles song, exactly. Yeah, right. Yeah.
That's right. You do the
I do John.
the little
Well, this is how it goes. If you're going to do John, you've got to do a bit of an attitude, But Paul's more like, well, John, I don't want to. I know you don't want to do She Loves You when you're 40. I guess you pulled that one off, didn't you? And of course, George Harrison is more nasal, And what does Ringo say? I've got a hole in my pocket. Hey, So that's how you do the Beatle language, unless you watch the Beatle cartoons, and those aren't the real voices. That's all,
And that's what this is from.
That's what it's all about, yeah.
And that's where I turned on to the Beatles, the episode of And Your Bird Can Sing when they fell down the well and went to China.
Oh, yeah.
And we're upside down.
The Beatles hated
How
it.
emblematic of our society now. You fall down the well to China and we're upside down.
Right. The Beatles hated the Beatle cartoons.
I know.
But hey, we love them.
Those King Features bastards.
Yes, right. But for us who didn't have a radio back then, you had music playing on. You could tape it with a tape recorder, or sing along. Learn the words you thought you never knew. So, oh yeah, them was the days. Are we breaking the song? Those were the days, my friend. Oh, they will never end as long as we keep them inside our heart. Because today, is a different show. And sometimes it's just a great big fart. No, whatever. Made that up.
I think we're going to end on that note.
Let's end on that note.
Thank you very, very much. That was great.
And as John would say, you got a lucky face.